There is a unique place within Valencia's City of Arts and Sciences complex where you can go and find yourself in the presence of some of the rarest and most interesting animals on Earth. From the fiercest predators that inspire fear to those that lurk in the deepest parts of the ocean. From playful penguins to dazzling dolphins, there are a multitude of different animals and activities to view and enjoy. Join us as we take you through the largest aquarium in Europe, el Oceanografic Valencia. Listos? Vamonos! The Oceanographic Aquarium is easily found in Valencia's famous and futuristic City of Arts and Sciences, which itself is found in the Jardín del Turia. There are multiple ways of reaching this amazing place. There are bus lines and even the 10 metro line that will drop you off right at the front door. That is the mode of travel we chose, and as we made our way to the front gate, we were glad we purchased our tickets beforehand. If you wish to avoid the long lines that typically form upon arrival, you can easily purchase tickets online and bypass the stress of waiting in line under the sweltering Spanish sun. Once past the entry gates, a world of wonder awaits. This aquarium houses animals from the air, land, and sea. We make our way down the initial escalator to the atrium down below, where there is a welcoming visitor center with gift shops and a large aquarium full of sea turtles, fishes, and sharks that greet excited visitors. No matter which way you turn, there is something that will capture your eye and mesmerize your mind. You initially come across so many different types of jellyfish, it's challenging not to stop and stare and momentarily lose yourself in their weightless maneuvering. One of the most interesting parts of the Oceanographic are its two aquarium tunnels. The first one we walked through houses several different species of fish and sea turtles. It gives you a unique view of what life may look like under the sea. We continued along toward the seal tank and enjoyed watching them swimming and frolicking endlessly. I must admit, I watched with a bit of entertained jealousy at just how effortless they make it look. One of the more captivating creatures that we encountered were these spider crabs. They were absolutely massive in size, and although in this video it is difficult to tell just how big they are, here is this picture to give you an idea of just how big they can get. Looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. After spending a bit of time underwater, we decided to make our way above ground to see the different birds, turtles, and crocodiles that there were to see. Now, while we did spend some time above ground, on this particular day the temperature was a scorching 35 degrees Celsius, and while there were misters going off, and we did purchase cold refreshments to keep us cool, it was still not enough to keep us on the surface for too long. There is a 4D theater within the Oceanographic that shows short 10-minute films that cost you an additional €3.50. They are, in my opinion, well worth the cost of admission. Kids will get a kick out of the 3D glasses. The theater seats move, you get sprayed with some water, and bubbles fall from the ceiling while you sit and enjoy the show. Across from the 4D theater is the Dolphinarium, where they host about 3 to 4 dolphin shows every day. We highly suggest showing up at least 20 minutes before the show, as seats can get taken very quickly and you don't want to get stuck out in the sun-drenched seating. The show is impressive, with the dolphins and trainers performing all types of fantastic feats, and it typically lasts 25 to 30 minutes. After that fun and entertaining show, we once again decided to get indoors and cool off. Now, there are several eating options within the aquarium to stop and get a bite to eat, but there is one elevated, or shall I say submerged, eating spot which stands out. Restaurante Submarino. It is situated in a distinct building, and once inside, you are taken below deck into a restaurant where you are surrounded by a 360-degree aquarium where you can dine or play fork battles with your children while schools of fish swim all around you. They had 3 menu options at set prices where you can pick 2 starters, 1 main course, and 1 dessert. The food was good, and the ambiance was even better. Once our meal was complete, off we went to the second aquarium tunnel. This one is called the Shark Tunnel, as you can easily see why. Sharks and stingrays dominate this particular tunnel, which is extensive in length and definitely a visitor favorite. The amount of marine life within the tunnel is impressive and gives you a first-hand glimpse of just how spectacular these animals are. It's the closest most of us will get to seeing them in their natural environment. Then it was on to see one of the most emblematic sea species on Earth, the beluga whales. The Oceanographic currently has 4 belugas, 2 of which were recently rescued from an aquarium in Ukraine. Only 2 were on display on this particular day, but even just 2 are enough to captivate thousands of visitors. Belugas are unique in that they are the only whales that have a melon, which is the fatty structure on their forehead, which can change shape and is used in communication and echolocation. They are also known for their extensive vocalizations, which include clicks, whistles, and calls, which have earned them the name of canaries of the sea. They are highly social animals with well-developed brains, which indicate high cognitive abilities. Also not to be missed in the Arctic and Antarctic displays are the penguins, whose area was nice and cool and a visitor favorite on this particular day. The Oceanographic has an impressive aviary with many different species of birds and turtles to be found inside. Yet the heat was still bearing down, and after 7 hours of walking with 2 little ones, Sue and I were ready to call it a day. Finally, it was time to make our way towards the exits. We hope you have enjoyed this video, and thank you all for watching and liking. Let us know what you think in the comments section. We will see each other soon. Hasta luego.